Yeah, my name's Jay Dodhia. Along with Jay Dodhia, we set up Serene Care probably about 7 years ago now. And we came from a background in investment banking, private equity, and realized there was a gap in the care market, care sector that we would like
Is that for me or for... Okay.
uh, that we would like to try and tap into to see if we can make an improvement and make a real change. And that's what drives us every day.
Lovely. So you've got a couple of care homes.
We've got a couple of homes, and we've exchanged our third one. So we're growing at a medium pace. I think a manageable pace is how I'd like to put it.
Lovely.
And our model is actually to find those homes which require a lot of TLC, those that are actually going to probably be shut if they didn't get saved. We come in, we don't have any kind of pressures, so we buy it in equity largely. We'll make sure that the home's supported through the transition. It's fully refurbished, brought up to standard. So Harvey's got a degree from Sterling University in dementia design. So everything we do is geared towards that, and it's entirely refurbished, made fit for purpose again. And then, we make sure we take local authority residents without top-ups if they can't afford it as well. And we just want to provide really good quality care to anyone and everyone we can.
I think that's the really interesting thing about your model is that you are happy to and trying to create a business that can function at
we don't think it's
level.
sustainable that everybody is actually going to expect private pricing, because we know, especially outside the southeast where you've got property values or property wealth, it's not really affordable to everyone, and we want to make sure that we are providing good quality care and fit for purpose environment for everyone. And we've proven that there is actually financial sense to do that, and it's sustainable. That's the main thing.
So we've been talking today a lot about sort of low-cost innovations, so ideas that
we
know
a lot about that. Yeah.
So share some ideas. Share them with the social.
I think
sector.
the main thing now is digital. So there's so much efficiency that you can drive by going digital, and that's what we've exploited or investigated or invested in effectively over the last year or so, and that's actually made a massive difference to our costs, our pressures as well. I mean, the hardest thing, remember, is staff. Because without staff, you don't have anyone to take care of your residents, and you want those staff to be supported. It's been extremely challenging. The pandemic's been brutal on everyone, but especially on care home staff. We've lost so many that have left the industry. So anything you can do to relieve the pressures on them, you have to do. So, and digital technology is a low-cost way to support your staff. If you can stop them from having to repeatedly manual, menial tasks like care notes all the time, when they could be spending that time actually caring for the residents, time with the residents, whilst they're doing it. They've got an app, they quickly click it in, it's all populated for them. It's a no-brainer. Think about your own productivity when you have tasks, emails, Outlook, things where you can automate things. How much quicker and efficient are you? Expand that tenfold, and that's how much digital can help you drive. And these are low-cost innovations. The amount of time and effort that you will save for your staff, and given the costs of the staff compared to how much it costs for the digital technology, it's a no-brainer.
Is there a particular one that stands out to you? If I said, look, I could do one thing tomorrow in my care setting.
Yeah, well, when we looked at it, we looked at the whole market. We did a deep dive and looked, because we wanted to make sure that we're getting the right one that was, fit for us. And there's a lot of fantastic ones out there. There's a lot of innovation going on in the sector. We decided to go with one that has a full CMS system, which is like a care management system. So not only does it do the care planning, it also allows you to do the administrative tasks around staffing, rostering, staff files, accounting, invoicing. It's got a whole suite within it. You've got a family function as well, so you can send photos securely to the families of the residents taking part in activities. And we just wanted one system that talks to everything, and that was really important to us. So we went for that. But people might find that they don't want to invest in the full thing. They just want help with the care planning side, or they just want someone to roster or rota, or anything like that. So find what's right for you. Look at everything. Don't go for the first thing you find, because there is a lot of things out there. Just do it in be clear about what you want to achieve out of it, and then find the right thing for you.
What motivates you to work in the sector? Why did you choose social care?
Well, our background is, like I said, Pavi and I met in investment banking. We both used to work at Goldman Sachs. I used to work in IBD, which is corporate finance, and Pavi did in operations. I then worked for a private equity real estate fund, and we were looking at care homes as property investments. At the same time, Pavi moved on to other banks within operations, so she's always dealt with regulators. And then at some point we said, okay, we want to get out of the rat race. We were both working long hours in the city, and we thought, what shall we go into? So my
Nice low hours job like owning a care home.
well, it's not a low-hours job because you're always on and it's 24 hours, but it's your own thing, so you get the flexibility, you can do it around your family life, and you can make a real difference. What we set out to do was, let's buy something which is asset-backed, which is important to me, because if everything goes wrong, you have an asset there to protect you. Let's combine our skill sets. Mine's property and finance, hers is operations. We always knew if we went into care homes, it would be with a care manager to do the care side. We've had to learn that effectively because after we bought our first home, I think the manager went off long-term sick, so we had to actually move to Rugby, move to the care home and learn that as well, which is fantastic, I'd say now in hindsight. And yeah, combining that, and the real thing that makes us drive us every day is that we make a difference. We've seen our residents who, come to us, they've been really disheveled, we cater for dementia and we try and support it, and we've seen our residents actually prosper and have a, community life within the homes. And even if they're on end-of-life care, they've actually stayed with us for a number of years. So that's been really rewarding.
Lovely, and I've got one last big question for you. Toast.
Yes.
Talking about toast. So this morning at 5 on a Bike, we were having a conversation over breakfast.
Yeah.
And we said, I like butter on toast, but I like jam and butter. And two of my team said, what do you mean jam and butter?
Oh, yeah.
Just jam. I'm like,
no, jam and butter.
I'm like, what are you saying? So
well, first of all, the
so
toast has to be
team
perfect.
butter.
Yeah, toast has to be perfect. It can't be too soft. It can't be too much because you don't want it brown, but you want it that golden color. So make sure the right setting. Paulvie likes it soft, so I'm always putting mine back in after she pops it. And then it has to be buttered first.
There's nothing worse than when you second dip your toast and then you burn it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to be very careful. But then you have to butter it as soon as it's out because the butter has to melt into the toast. And then you put the jam on and it's perfect.
That's it, lovely. Thank you very much for joining us today, Jay.